All right, so this is a little dashboard that I've been working on for a while, and it does work. It's got my pretty wife there. Tap it, and it brings up all the displays so you can change all the lights and all that sort of stuff, but it hasn't been perfect. So it's just pretty much an Android tablet, but it's never been neat, it's never been pretty. All right, so I have been working hard on my 3D printer. I came up with these ones. That's gonna be a little surround that the tablet goes inside of. And I've come up with this one, which is gonna be the light switches that are gonna be nice and flush. But you'll notice I have that little bit there, which I'm going to put an MMWave sensor inside of and then embed the entire thing into the wall. So I'll have a sensor inside of there that can detect motion sensors and is gonna be completely invisible. And for my new tablet, I have this one. So it's basically just a touched 10-inch tablet, and that is gonna go in there. I had to 3D print this one in 2 parts because it's just not, 3D printer can't print that big. You know what's goddamn annoying? I am trying to find stuff, and it is half a battle. I've got screws. Screws arrived in the mail. I left them in the fruit bowl, which is where you leave them. And I had some heat press nuts that arrived. I left them in the fruit bowl. My wife cleaned them. I have checked my junk cupboard. I have checked my junk drawer. I have checked the junk thing, and I can't find it. Message her, she's like, where'd you leave my heat press nuts? She doesn't even know what heat press nuts are. I'm not gonna change my system, but where the fuck are the heat press knives? All right, so I could not find the heat press nuts that I ordered specifically for this, so I'm gonna have to use the other ones that I ordered. But while I was hunting for them, I actually found a WLED controller so I can finish putting the lights in the spa, which I was waiting on this to arrive, but I already have one, so I can, I'm gonna finish this first. All right, so I've got it all screwed in. It's upside down, so now I'm gonna hold it in place on top of some stuff. That'll line it all up perfectly and put some CA glue in between the joints, which should squeeze it all out nicely. However, this jug has dried out a bit, so it's gonna take me a while. But yeah, that should seal up all the edges and make it all nice and square. All right, so we're together now. All right, so some dumbass decided to not hit the record properly on his voice recorder. So you guys are getting a voiceover, but basically I am showing the sensors that I've got inside of the wall there. So they are the same sensors that are in the Everything Present Sensor 1, and it's going through an ESP32 into ESP Home, and basically I'm using that to send the data back and forth. So it's all embedded in the wall there, all set up, and then I just put a bit of gyprock in the place, put a bit of filler, flushing, and this process is really very, very easy. You get a bit of practice at it, you get better at it, and it's really quite simple to do. And then I just go around, I start sanding it all flush, and then I put another coat of filler over the top of that, and then it's just time to start painting when you can see all the nice shiny stuff start to pop in, and you can look from the side and be like, yeah, that's pretty flat, and have your smug face. All right, so I needed some copper faceplates. They're gonna look nice and pretty and antique after a while, so I built an entire CNC. Yeah, just for this one thing. ADHD is fun.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Yeah, not gonna lie, that hurt. Came back, flung me, hit me straight in the stomach. Like I say, it's not as bad as what it was. It was bright red, but shit stung. Now, this guy here, dumbass. Alright, so I initially needed a better knob than the ones that come on these mechs themselves, because this works, but it's shitty plastic. So I decided that I was going to try and cut some out on the CNC. So I did that, and it took way too long, and it broke way too many bits, and it just didn't sit very well. So I came up with a new solution. instead of trying to do the entire thing on the CNC itself, I thought I'd just drill a big ass hole inside of it. And then I found something that I could screw into that big ass hole, turn it all flat. And then I could use my 3D printer to 3D print the exact right size surround that can go around it. And then I can basically push that entire thing into there. Which slides over there absolutely perfectly, even too tight. And initially I did glue them in place, but I found it really doesn't need it. Like that is solid on there. And it does not want to come off easily. So it's quite effective and does work well. Now, I gotta say, I am pretty goddamn pleased with how well this came out. It is just goddamn awesome. I've got it tapped, so when I tap the button, it shows me all my stuff, but normally I can see nice, cool family photos and that sort of stuff normally showing. It's got all the details, I can brighten all of everything. Behind the sensor there's a little MMWave sensor, so that's nice and hidden, and you cannot see it. And my light switch, so you can just press, and it is all smart and it is all nice. So I am really quite pleased with how this whole thing came out. It's nice, it's neat, it's smooth, you can't see anything weird with it, and I'm rather pleased. So, thanks for watching, and smug face. I got it.